Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's our August 13th game day. We got a pair of Game 7s. We end round 1 today. It will be done, finished. Get ready for round 2 because it's coming August 17th. The Eastern Conference semifinals are already set. Number 1 seeded Philadelphia versus number 4 seeded Bradford. Number 2 seeded Pittsburgh against number 3 seed Puerto Rico. The West, we know Los Angeles has moved on. We know St. Louis has moved on. We find out what other 2 teams are going to move on. 2 Game 7s, Western Conference quarterfinals. Chicago and Portland play today. And also Minnesota, San Diego. So expectant of Minnesota and San Diego to make it to a Game 7. Of course, Minnesota stay alive in Game 6, looking to get the win here in Game 7. The Lightning, they now have to try to seal the deal on the road. Of course, Minnesota having the home turf for this last game of the series. In the other series, Chicago and Portland. Portland Panthers had a 3-1 series lead, trying to avoid choking tonight against the Chicago Wind Attack. Now Lou Love's put a lot into her team, and she's hoping the Panthers can pull through here. Of course, Jim Hull Sr. and the Chicago Wind Attack, they're hoping their team can pull off one hell of a comeback. Haven't seen one like it in a little while. Well, it has happened before, but nonetheless, it's not often that a team can come back when down 3-1. See if the Wind Attack can accomplish that tonight. Here on CDL Live, last game day of round 1, the quest for the Crash Bowl continues today. Just imagine having to take a sip from that there. Yeah. Anyway, Game 7s. It's a pair of them. Let's get down to it on CDL Live.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
I think I have said it before about this series, and I'll say it again. It was expected to be a great series, and it has turned out to be one. We now sit here ready to watch Game 7 between the number 5 seed of the West, the San Diego Lightning, and the number 4 seeded Minnesota Maniacs, Western Conference quarterfinals. About to come to an end for both these teams, but only one of them is going to go to the semifinals. We're about to find out which one. It's been a back and forth series. Let's see who can get the win to send them into the semifinals. Lightning Maniacs, next on CDL Live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another game day here on CDL Live, and if you couldn't tell who's down on the field here on this August 13th game day, pair of Game 7s, Western Conference, by those things today. Los Angeles Blades and St. Louis Twisters already moved on. Trying to find out what happens between our next 2 here. The number 5 seed in the Western Conference, the San Diego Lightning, are on the road to take on the number 4 seed, the Minnesota Maniacs. Best of 7 series, tied at 3 games apiece. Let's take a look at these lineups. 44 will start things off for San Diego, followed by 7 series. 24 hours at the captain's spot, and 5-point gainer is 16 Angels for those San Diego Lightning. Now the Minnesota Maniacs, they'll come out here in Game 7 with Green 7, followed by Diablo 2. And the captain's spot will be Black Spine Western, and 5-point gainer will be Sidetrack. This team is set to go at it here. Best of 7 series. We'll find ourselves doing a Game 7. There's 3 of them. One of them already ended. And they put out one hell of an effort against Los Angeles. Just the effort in the series didn't show up in that last game. They had a sweep. Or shutout, I should say. Here we go, Green 7 out there against 44 to begin this game. And it's going to be 5-0 Minnesota. Here Here comes 7 series. Take on Green 7. And Green 7 goes 2-0. 10-0 Maniacs. And now here comes 24 hours. New battle with Green 7. Series on the line. San Diego season on the line. Can they get the flip here? Green 7 looking for the flip that would send his team to round 2. And he's got it! Green 7 goes 3-0. Well, you're doing your lineup for Garen's team, Garen Malazzo's Minnesota Maniacs. Alex Johnson giving him a little help there, a little nice on the lineup and whatnot, and look what happens. Green 7 goes 3-0. This game ends 15-0, and this series is over. 4-3. The Maniacs take out the Lightning. Coming up next, another Game 7. Can the 7th seeded Portland Panthers take out the number 2 seeded Chicago Wind Attack? About to find out. Portland had a 3-1 series lead. Chicago has come back to tie. Can they get the series win on home turf? Find out next on CDL Live. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, another series is in the books. 7 out of the 8 teams that are going to be competing in the conference semifinals have been decided. Minnesota just joined that list, defeating San Diego there in Game 7. Now, the way things are staged up right now, Minnesota being the number 4 seed, St. Louis the number 6, and of course Los Angeles being the number 1. It all depends on what happens between Portland and Chicago. Speaking of which, they're playing next. That's going to determine how the second round's going to look in the Western Conference and who plays who. As you know, highest seed always plays against lower seed in these playoffs. Well, actually, you might not have known, but now you do. Chicago Wind Attack. We're down in this series 3-1. Portland Panthers have not been able to put it away. Up 3-1, Chicago came back and tied this series up at 3. Can Portland finally close it out today here? Now they have to do it on the road in Game 7. The Wind Attack with home turf look to complete the comeback. And I don't think we've seen anything quite this. We've seen other comebacks like this, down 3-1. I mean, maybe not as impressive as Los Angeles back in 2011, being down 3-0 against San Diego and then coming back. But nonetheless, down 3-1, they look to pull off the impressive comeback. Let's see if they can do it. It's going to happen next here on CDL Live. It's our last game of the first round of the playoffs. Portland Panthers, Chicago Wind Attack. Game 7. Right about now. Alright, welcome back to CDL Live, our August 13th game day. It's the last game day of the first round of the playoffs, ending with this Game 7 here about to take place. The number 7 seeded Portland Panthers on the road to take on the number 2 seeded Chicago Wind Attack. Take a look at the lineup here. The Portland Panthers had a 3-1 series lead, now looking to win here in Game 7. Blue Lamborghini starts things off for them, followed by Solar Reflex. At the captain spot will be Monty, and 5-point gainer is Pro. The home side of the field. Chicago Wind Attack will start things off with Racer X, followed by R. Inferno at the captain spot, and 5-point gainer is Glitter. So, we get ready for Game 7 here on CDL Live. Chicago same playing. And whose team is better to play for Chicago? We'll see him post those things. Camera over. There we go. Racer X and Blue Lamborghini are going to start things off here on CDL Live. The bull's still up, no interference. Flip sides go ahead again, interference called that time. Let's go ahead again here, another interference. Blue Lamborghini and Racer X, interference called there. No flip, but we continue this game scoreless. Here in Game 7, not anymore. No longer scoreless. 5-0 Chicago. Out on solo reflex to battle Racer X. Racer X, oh, interference call there. Going out some solo reflex here. Series on the line, Racer X, interference, but he's still up. So good defensively, so he goes down there. 5-5, solo reflex ties the game up, and now goes up against R. Call there, barely. Solo reflex almost goes down there. R trying to get the flip as team needs. Both cars going at it. Clean collisions right now. Bad roll. Yeah, bad roll. We'll go at it again here. And it's going to be 10-5. Chicago in the lead. R looking to clinch the series here. Up there against Monty, and Monty ties it.
Popped up. I call it timeout.
Monty's timeout is going to be. Wow, you noticed that. Damn, good eye. Timeout called by the Portland Panthers is that top part getting loose on Monty. If you want a closer look at this, he's talking. Repair timeout here. The score 10-5, or my bad, 10-10 between the Portland Panthers and the Chicago Wind Attack here, Game 7 on CDL Live. We'll be right back. Alright, so Portland timeout over, and the repairs have been made. A little bit of tape to wrap around there. And Monty is ready to go here. Score tied at 10. Okay, so Monty and Inferno here in Game 7. And Inferno gets the flip on Monty. 15-10 the score. Chicago in the lead. Pro out there trying to force overtime against Inferno. They both land upright. Inferno gets the flip. And the Chicago Wind Attack are going into round 2. They eliminate the Portland Panthers 4-3. This series is over. And that does it for round 1. Nalu loves Portland Panthers getting eliminated here. Nalu, very impressive. Good showing here in your first season. No doubt Panthers will be back. You put in one hell of an effort. You had the 3-1 series lead, just not meant to be here. Chicago plays strong and beat you. What else can be said? Good first round that took place. And in the West, things are looking like this. It's going to be the Chicago Wind Attack taking on the Minnesota Maniacs in the second round. Battle between the number 2 and number 4 seed. And the number 6 seeded St. Louis Twisters will find themselves up against the number 1 seeded Los Angeles Blades. In the East, I've already gone over this, with Philadelphia Demons, the number 1 seed, up against number 4 seed Bradford Brawlers. And then the 2 and 3 go at it. Pittsburgh, the number 2 seed, up against Puerto Rico, the number 3 seed. That's all going to be next time on CDL Live. As a matter of fact, I can give you a date. August 17th. We'll see you again. Thank you for watching the CDL. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that ends the first round of these 2013 playoffs. That game right there. The Chicago Wind Attack completing the comeback. Hard-fought series. They make the comeback. Congratulations to Jim Hull Sr. and the Chicago Wind Attack and Melanie Chan. They came close. Just weren't able to seal the deal out there against Chicago. The Portland Panthers, good effort and shown by them. Just not able to finish this time around. But nonetheless, we'll give you the credits and you'll see the what's about to come in round 2 of these CDL playoffs. See you next time on CDL Live. Enjoy the credits and the awesome song that, is our theme song, Metallica's Fuel. Jam out. See you next time on CDL Live.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.